Hey you guys, it's me Carla with Beyond the Veil. Hope you're all having a wonderful, beautiful day. Happy Wednesday. A little bit left in the work week and then we'll all have a little bit of relaxation time by the weekend, I hope. Today I want to talk to you guys about deciphering pictures in your head. Pictures given to you from spirit in your mind while you are trying to do a reading for someone, or if it's pictures you've received from spirit while you are in a lucid state of dreaming or meditating. Anything spirit may send you in your head. I'm going to try to focus on that today, and I look forward to talking with you all about it. I do want to take a quick minute and tell you guys, I know you're like, oh my gosh, she's always on there and got tank tops on and her hair's a mess and I don't have any makeup on, but this is me. You guys, I love tank tops and yoga pants, and I work outside a lot. I do a lot of yard work, and I live on a farm, and I just don't have time to put it all on. So I don't wear makeup unless I'm going out somewhere, but hope you don't mind that. And I just wanted to put it out there because I'm sure people are like, what in the world? Look at her. But nah, this is just me. I'm just coming to you like I am. So, but my hair, not much I can do with it. It's just so curly, you guys. But anyway, so I'm going to get on to the topic of the day, and I look forward to helping you guys with anything I can, and I look forward to your questions and comments. Okay, so when you all, for you beginners that are just starting to learn to connect with spirit, the way, I'm going to tell you how it started for me. That's all I'm doing in my videos, is telling you how I always grew up from childhood seeing auras and just had a knowing of things. Never really saw spirit until the day my father passed. And I saw spirits in the trees. Some of my other videos will tell you that. But when I first really started trying to hone in on my abilities that God gave me, I would meditate and all of that. And a lot of it would happen at nighttime, and I would start, or when I'd first wake up in the morning, I'd be half awake and half asleep, but my eyes would still be shut. And I would see actual people, and it would be black and white type film strip. It looked like a black and white film strip, and it was people, and in my mind, I would say, hello, can I help you? Or, I would try to talk with them. And for the longest time, I could not get them to communicate with me. And then after the black and white film strips came people, but it wouldn't be in black and white, but it wouldn't be in full color. It would be kind of like a reddish yellow. But I remember one time in particular, one of the very first times that my father came to me, and it wasn't in a dream. It was half awake, half asleep. It was that lucid state. There was like, I don't know, 20 or 30 people standing there in front of me, and I'm seeing all of this in my mind. And he is like middle ways back and out behind one of them. So if you can imagine all these people standing there, he is like middle ways back, and he pokes his head and body out to the side and is just waving at me, smiling. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And as soon as I saw him, the biggest smile came on me, and I was just wide awake then. I lost it. So just long story short, that is how, those are the kinds of things, pictures in your head that you'll start to experience as your abilities, your reawakening happens. These are beginning signs of connecting with spirit. You may not be able to hear them. You're going to start seeing them first. You'll start seeing them in your mind. A lot of people are different. Now, some people will see spirits right off the bat in real time. But for the majority of people that have learned to use their gift, will start to see spirits in their mind. And if you watched my videos from yesterday, after that happens, you'll start to hear spirits in your mind. So we're going to get back to seeing spirits, how to read pictures in your head. Okay, so I just wanted to touch base on that because that's just like some little beginning things that will start to happen to you. Don't be afraid of any of it. They're just spirits coming to you because they realize you're awakening. They're realizing that you are going to be a connection for them to get messages across to their loved ones. So take it as a wonderful blessing, a wonderful gift. They're not there to hurt you. I know it can be a little bit scary at first when you're seeing these people, but trust me, they're not there to cause you harm. They are just as nervous about talking with you as you may be with them. So it's just like they're just testing the waters and they're showing you that they're there. You may not be able to communicate with them right off the bat. It took me a little while to do it because I remember the first time I did it and I saw them, I was like, oh my goodness. And I'd kind of like blink my eyes and, you know, but it's a good thing. It's a way to let you know you're on your way. You're on your way. So let me get on to reading pictures. I just wanted to touch base a little bit and tell you guys, you know, what to expect, especially those of you that have not yet seen spirits in your mind, but you are almost there, or those of you that have just started seeing things, seeing spirits in your mind. Maybe some of this can relate to you. I'm just trying to help and show and tell you what happened with me. So reading pictures in your mind. Say you are doing a reading for someone and this person wants you to do a mediumship type reading on someone they have lost, whether you're looking at the deceased person's picture or you have that live person there with you and they're wanting to connect with someone that they lost. I'm going to try to tell you how to decipher pictures that spirit may send to you in your mind to get across to the loved one that wants to hear from them. Okay, so we're ready. So you know, before doing a reading for anyone, you got to clear your mind. You got to raise your vibration and relax yourself. You have to raise your vibration in order to connect with spirit, and you have to be totally clear. And that is number one thing. I'm going to put that on all my videos because you guys have to make sure you do that. So you're ready, your mind's clear, you're going to do a reading for somebody on a deceased loved one. There were 3 things in my last video I did. 3 things you want to do for the sitter, the person wanting to hear from their past loved ones. Number 1, you want to try to get a name. Number 2, you want to get them to communicate with you and let you know how they passed. Number 3, you want to get only information that only that person knows. So those are 3 validating, very important key facts that you want to get across to the loved one from their deceased loved one. Their words of healing. There is no greater reward than giving somebody some information that only they know, and they're like, oh my gosh, or they cry and you cry. It's just very emotional. It really is, but it is so rewarding. I will tell you, when you start to do these readings, sometimes when you're trying to get these validating facts, it may be a little difficult to find out how that spirit passed. Sometimes spirits don't like to go through, especially if it was a long, drawn out, like a terminal cancer or something where they were suffering. But you need to let sometimes the spirits don't want to feel like they're reliving that. But you need to just let the spirit know that that is just a memory, that they won't feel any pain, that you really want to just communicate and let their loved one know that that is them coming through, and just make them feel at ease. Let them know that they can tell you anything they want to get the messages across to their loved one. And you do this by talking to spirit in your mind. You can say it out loud, but you can say it in your mind as well to spirit. So with that being said, you're connected with spirit, a spirit that has passed, and you're going to get information. you are automatically, before you hear anything from Spirit, say, I'm going to give you an example. Okay. I did a reading for a lady, and she was not married, but she had a boyfriend, and they had children together, and they were like they were married. He had passed, and when I did the reading for her, to try to connect with him, the very first thing I got was not him, but it was a house, and it was a street, and there was a sidewalk, and then where the sidewalk was, there were like 4 or 5 steps going up, like a little dirt hill connecting to another sidewalk that connected to the house. And I thought, well, how in the world am I going to tell her that? So I just kind of told her like I told you. And this is what I mean by deciphering the picture. You've got to just, every key point that you see in your head, if a picture like that is put up, you need to explain it to the T, because I promise you, it'll resonate with whoever the sitter is, whoever you're doing that reading for. So I told her about the steps and the sidewalks and leading up to the house, and the house had 2 columns, and it went to the front door. When I got to the front door, there he was. He was standing there at the front door, and there he fell. So I'm seeing him standing there, and then I'm seeing him down. He fell. And I put that I felt like someone had killed him. I didn't actually see, he didn't show me that someone had killed him. So this is the whole picture I got in my head. So I give her the information that I got, and he had talked to me as well on about some other things, but this is just the picture part of the reading that he had put in my mind. I told her about the stairs in the house and all that, and I told her when I got to the top of the stairs at the front door, I saw him standing there as if to knock, and then I saw him falling. She said he was going to a friend's house that night, got to the front door, and someone came by and shot him, and he fell and died right there. That, deciphering that picture, had very, very much meaning to this lady. That was him validating to her that it was him, validating to her how he passed, and the exact place he passed. That is why it is so important. If you get a picture and you don't hear Spirit in your head, but you get a picture, you try to pinpoint every detail of that picture out to that person you're giving the reading for, because it has dramatic meaning to them. Well, so that, I will never forget that as long as I live. That was a very emotional reading that I did. But since then, I just need to, I cannot stress enough how important it is if Spirit sends you pictures in your head to put that information out to whoever is wanting the reading, because it is so important. Another one I did was I had a picture of like a pond and a weeping willow tree, and this was a special place. I conveyed the information over to the sitter, and it was a special place that her husband and her would go, and, you know, just like when they were dating. And it's just so important to put these pictures out, because when Spirit puts that in your head, don't dismiss it. Don't think that you're imagining it. It is so super important. So I hope I've touched on a few key ways for you to use these photos to decipher, use these photos that come in your mind from Spirit to decipher them. You really don't even have to decipher and make meaning out of them. You just need to really convey the message of the picture, every little detail of it, whether it's a birdhouse or a bird flying across the air, or being at the zoo, or anything. If it's a picture and you see it and there's animals in it, any key things you can remember, it is going to be of much importance to the person wanting to get the message from their loved ones, because the meanings can be so unreal that you guys have no idea, but it is a true blessing. Hope this has helped. Hope you guys like it. I'm not sure what my next video is about. I need to go back to the list where you guys put what you wanted to hear about, and I will get another one done for you. Hope you have a beautiful day. Love and light to you all. And please leave me comments, questions. I will try my best to answer them. Thanks, guys. Bye.